sitting there in my kitchen. I like it a lot, but it's expensive to build too. Yeah, that's what I'm working on recently this week.
Well,
Finishing up the freight
figure out
share.
what works. I built a long curved alleyway, slanted walls, and all out of wood though. I mean, I used plywood and railroad ties.
Yeah.
They were very strong.
Yeah, they're stronger than heck. You know what?
And the new owner tore it all down.
Oh, the hell. What I like is that belting. If you can put
Yeah.
belting up, they cannot climb it.
No,
Yeah.
they can't.
You know?
It's getting expensive now though, because everybody wants to.
Yeah, everybody wants it now. They don't give it away.
No.
Matt Rowan had his whole corral built out of that out there. So,
I've been trying to figure out how to get rid of some trees, roots and all, those pine trees.
it's called firewood.
I know, but I need to get the stumps out.
Pull them out with the truck before you chop them up.
They're hard to pull out. They're.
Yeah. Well, you got any size cat, they roll right in.
There is a
My phone
D6
was-
cat for sale in Jordan on Musser
I
Sales.
saw that. Yeah.
It doesn't have a starting engine, so that's gonna be a concern.
Yeah. It's ponied.
Yeah, it's
Is it
non-functional, so you're gonna have to pull the damn thing every so often to start.
Just
Two
leave it
people
running.
process.
Just leave it running.
Like, I don't got nothing. I'll pull a cat, D6 cat.
Once you get your tractor fixed, you will be able to.
Yeah.
And I did call that fellow. Well, I'm getting way off.
There's water in there.
It's all right, it's all right.
I'm done with my report, but I still got 20 minutes, so.
Yeah, burn it up.
He's gonna get back to me, he's interested possibly.
I took him, I find it where he was at.
Well,
Rig and building.
we can bank that 20 minutes and add it on your next one.
Nobody's even comes in before me, so.
So Justina does when she's here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna clear that Corey flat.
I would make that, cause that's an excellent place, that's an excellent flat. It'd make it a game area as well.
Well, it'll just be easier to manage the cheatgrass up there too. There's not that many trees up there yet.
They're small enough, they come out.
Yeah, I'm gonna plant some sorghum, but I don't know if the county drill, if they let you use those fertilizer boxes, do they? No.
I bet I don't know.
For some reason, I thought they didn't let you run fertilizer in it, which is kind of a shame. Because it'd be nice to put some phosphorus and some nitrogen down with that seed.
Yeah,
And it's got nice fertilizer boxes on it. As long as the guy makes sure they get cleaned out, it doesn't hurt nothing.
the only, well, it is out there at the, at the colony, and Joe would make sure it was cleaned.
Right, that's what I'm saying, that you run fertilizer through, it doesn't hurt nothing as long as it doesn't get left in there. But for some reason, I thought they didn't let you run fertilizer in it. Which if you're paying them $16 an acre to rent it anyway,
Yeah,
it would, but.
and you can't set the rate. Well, you can.
You can?
It's shoddy system.
Is it?
When they bought that drill, it was $62,000, and I thought, wow, that's great. I looked at it, and then it's got the same system as my old man Brunt John Deere had, which is 60 years old. They got a lever and numbers.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much slack and all that. The only way you can actually do it is measure the flutes and start writing it down.
Right.
Some practice and practice. And after you own it for a couple of years, you know what to set it.
Yeah, after you spent quite a little
But when you're
money.
renting it out to everybody, nobody knows how. I tried to get, I'd seeded alfalfa with it, but I ended up buying more alfalfa because I was planting way more than I thought I was.
We did this.
And I know John Deere has the technology to
Yeah.
set up something on that. The air drill can do it. You just set the rate and it automatically sets it on the drill,
Yep.
which is great. Like, could they do it on that drill?
Well, right, especially as expensive, 62,000.
Yeah.
Those air drills aren't that much more expensive with the variable rate control and everything.
Yeah. Well, maybe they didn't offer it or something, but, of course, it's been quite a while since they bought that. So
Yeah.
it's
Case
about
makes
time they
it,
traded in on a better one.
I wouldn't be opposed to
But,
it, but then
the
the
drill part of it's great. I mean, it does no-till and it's,
I really,
the
I
book.
really like to
I
use
had the book that said to set the rate, fill the box level full, go and measured acres and see how much you used. Well, that's
Well,
great
that's-
if you got enough seed to fill the damn thing full. Which I did, I was trying to plant grass for.
That's
what's
your
the
number
name?
one way of determining what you're drilling, that's for sure. I do like these no-till drills out here, they're good to work with.
Yeah,
But you know, I got my old drill set, shit, it's just as accurate.
yeah,
It's the same deal. I mean, it's
yeah.
the exact same drill, basically, other than the down
And
pressure.
my old John Deere drill, like I said, I had it all written down in the box, you know, where to set it. And I used to measure the flutes, like I said, at 5/8 inch or a half an inch or whatever.
Yeah.
So I knew what to do.
Yeah, I need to. Case makes a drill, an air drill that folds up around
Yeah.
the cart. The cart's part of the bar. You know, it's not like an air cart and then a toolbar that runs it. It's all together.
Mm-hmm. I had one,
Did you?
yeah, I had the tank on the drill,
I think those work pretty handy, but they're kind of big.
and it ended up, I mean, the whole tank started falling down, and it, I demanded it finally.
It's out north of town there. You just left her out there.
No, I'm sitting out there in my junkyard. 30-foot drill.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a nice drill, but yeah, it's not real advanced for what compared to what they have now.
Oh, no. But,
It's convenient. The size is nice though, and you can pull it with just about
yeah,
pretty darn small stuff. So
is anybody using that small one?
we've used it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad if you don't have much
I'm
to
sure
do.
it is, but it's gonna take a while.
We were planting like 5 acres.
I
of
was gonna
prairie
say, the first
downtown.
100 acres is gonna be tough.
Yeah, no.
I was wondering if they had a minimum amount of acres, you know, the other one, you had to plant at least 40 acres. But maybe they've changed that.
No, they have a. It's a $16 an acre, and then it's $200 minimum fee.
I think the
Oh,
fee is
they made a
minimum, it's
minimum
not
fee.
the acre.
Yeah.
When I rented it, they had at least 40 acres.
Yeah, I wish. I don't know. I haven't looked into a lot of the new ones, but man, a variable rate control on a drill with no till about that size, man, that'd be perfect for what people do around here and stuff.
I was trying to plant, well, native grasses, a mix
Yeah.
native grasses. And you don't buy extra because it's like $200 a bag, you know. And I was doing that for, the hell's their name up there south of Muscle I had 150 acres and I contracted to plant it. Well, you couldn't fill the drill full to check that. And I set it on what should have been the right amount, but this was fluffy seed. And that don't have a, it's got one that goes back and forth and it's not enough.
Right.
So I had to open it up. I ended up planting all the seed in about 100 acres. Had to buy more seed.
A little heavy.
Yeah. And I told Joe Stahl when I brought it back, I said, you gotta give me a discount, because I had to replant a whole bunch of this acreage that I already planted. Sorry, you gotta pay the whole thing. Upshot is I didn't make a penny on that job.
Yeah. No. What we do with that one is just have a milk jug, fill it with seed, put it over the hole, and then catch all the seed that comes out
Uh-huh.
based on the width and the number of openings, and do it that way. But like I said, really, if you're gonna buy a brand new drill, I'd like to think there's some no-till out there about that size that has variable rate control.
Yeah. And I think they probably do. I'm
Yeah.
just guessing,
Very nice.
because they have the technology,
Oh yeah.
obviously. You maybe have to pay for it, but it'd be worth it, especially if something to rent out.
Right.
I'm still using 1950 technology.
It's the same
And there you
technology.
go.
No, I'm serious.
You know.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But
We've
this,
got an old Grand, or not Grand Class, what is it,
I had a Van Brunt,
Van Bur,
a
yeah.
John Deere Van Brunt, which was
This-
probably from the fifties.
Probably didn't have steel wheels. I've got an old John Deere with a grass seeder on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I no-tilled up behind my house because that's a huge gravel bar up there.
Yeah.
And I no-tilled some crusted in there
Yeah.
and then rolled it in. But just what I did for the no-till was I just pulled my,
Oh,
Tubes
it was
out.
all, just
Yeah.
scattered it.
scattered it,
Yeah, and then roll it in.
and then rolled it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
but I had my drills down so that would
Yeah,
make a
rough
mark.
around up.
And you know, it was interesting, it took a long time for that crested to, I don't know if it just laid there and didn't germinate until it got enough
Moist.
moisture or what.
Probably.
Because
Probably.
I have a moderately good knapweed crested mix up there.
Naturally crested.
Yeah.
Grass seed is hard
Certified
to establish.
Certified knapweed.
Yeah, well-
I got a lot of that seed if you want it, certified.
knapweed. Do ya?
You'll think it's not growing,
Yeah.
but it really is, and it takes 2 years for it to really come into.
At least 2 years,
Yeah.
that's
I
what I
think-
tell people.
That one of old Joe Grandpa's is Oliver was steel.
Oliver, oh yeah, there's people who swear by the
But
Oliver.
there's some horse-drawn ones out there at the Harvey place.
We got an old one there at the main ranch, and old Oliver, they planted a lot with it.
Mm-hmm. Still works, and as I said, it's the same thing as that new drill with the county, it's the same metering system. I mean, the only difference is the ground pressure in the single disc versus double disc. That's a good point though, Mike, you figure they'd have variable rate technology over them.
Yeah,
I'll have to look into that, make some suggestions to the conservation district, they like when I do that.
There's another feature that you should go and talk to them about, and that is that they need to develop a harvesting machine, like a little 8-foot combine that you could pull with your tractor.
I've got
So
two of
that
them,
you
Mike.
could,
I've got two of them, I'll give you one.
is it an 8-foot?
It's an 8-foot pickup, yeah.
It's like that orange one out here by, going out just past the.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a little old,
Yeah.
that's an old
Yeah.
Alice Chalmers.
with
Yeah.
Wisconsin on it, isn't there? No, it's
there's
maybe
an old
not.
Chalmers engine.
Is it an Chalmers engine?
I
Yeah,
had one,
yeah.
My
but I
God.
took the engine off because it seized out and I put a PTO on it.
Oh,
I've got 3 pull-behind combines actually. There's
boy.
a case, there's 2 case with pickup heads and a bunch of extra parts, and then there's an old John Deere that's horse-drawn sitting out there. You can have whichever, you can take your
take
pick.
whichever one you want.
And you better advertise that, the Amish will pick it up.
Yeah.
They'd have to do some work on that one.
Well,
Been
they,
through a
they,
couple
they could
fires.
do work.
Yeah.
And didn't those old Alice Chalmers, like that orange one that's out there, didn't it do a phenomenal job of really clean seed?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I had one I bought at an auction for $10.
And just,
Had a pickup head.
and then the belts that,
Yeah, but like I said, the engine was shot, so I put a PTO on it.
Oh.
It's a tractor.
Those 2 combines are why I don't take Dad's to auctions anymore. Cause he bought both of those for like $300. And then we had to get them from freaking Rosebud to Muscle Shell. And I mean, tires blew out. It was a whole deal. Like, you ain't coming anymore.
Are they yours or your dad's?
They're Dad's technically.
Well, anyway, I've been talking to Muscle Valley, they really need to be selling them, because just like a baler, there are 40-acre tracts, people with 40-acre, small farms, they have a 20-acre field of oats, and they could just go out there and combine it, cause now you can't get it, you gotta go to,
Like, I'm
God,
telling you,
Jeff, all
these
the time.
combines work. Like they were running when they were bought. The guy was using them. You can come hook up to it whenever you want. I'm dead serious. They're right in the backyard.
but you're right, Mike, all these little 40s and 20s around that are trying, they're all looking for little square balers and
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
hay binds to pull because
Yeah.
they have no use for a brand new John Deere slaughter and round baler.
New
oh my
case
God,
combines,
these combines
500,000.
are
Yeah, 700,000.
$750,000 for a combine.
That's a used one.
And the problem with that is too that John Deere 105s are getting hard to come by. But you used to be able to buy those like 3 for a dozen or something.
There's a 125 sitting up the hill above me.
Yeah,
You want it?
no, I don't.
Yeah,
I combine oats with it.
Yeah,
be interesting to see if a guy could,
Open platform.
cause they could probably make something fairly cheap. It's
Yeah,
just
they
pull
could.
behind a 50
The
horse
only way I
tractor.
can
or something.
combine them oats was stand on the seat and run the steering wheel with my foot, so I can get my head.
head
around
above the
down.
chaff, yeah. Yep, 100%. Model A gleaner,
Yeah.
set on that wood board. One way was good, one way was
I'm
really
doing that
bad.
for Frank. He got a newer combine with an air conditioner in a cab. And he wanted me to help him. I did that. And then he opened the door and he yelled at me, and I have to go over and fuel up his combine while he sat in it.
Uh-huh.
I think I got $1 an hour.
Yeah. And the solution to that was spend all winter or fall on that combine, never get off of it, break the windows out of the combine, those combine a lot faster.
Yeah, that's what we do with our tractor.
So, do you wanna talk about,
Oh, yeah.
have you mentioned to commissioners what you stopped and talked to me about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's,
That's
I
what you
think that's an interesting conversation that we probably should have and
Yeah.
at least think about it.
So, Ange and I went down yesterday and we were looking at that well over by the baseball fields,
Yeah.
which is hooked up to an entire automated sprinkler system, if you didn't know. And check that out, there's some broken stuff, but anyway, we were coming back and, you know, there's just one or two groups that have been really kind of living down there at Cowbell campgrounds. So then we're like, well, we'll go talk to Sheriff about it. And he's been keeping track of it because he was telling us about the resolution you guys had for the 14
We actually
days.
signed it today.
Yeah, and I've stayed on, this group that's back, they were there, I run them out. They were gone for the period they needed to be gone, and then they've come back, their Sunday is there, and they're aware of it. They know.
They know the timeline.
They know the timeline, and so they can stay there for 14 days. Mr. Cooley took in, that's right, I'm saying it right? Your last name?
Cooley.
Good, Mr. Cooley,
Yeah.
and, Pat, we took, Angie
Good
took,
public
and
comment.
suggested potentially putting a price per camp spot down there, like a $5
Yeah.
a night
I've
camp
talked about
spot.
that for
Yeah,
15
for
years.
years.
Right, and that was what they brought to me. Now, I do keep track of it pretty religiously. Every Monday I go through there, and then once or twice a week, I'll go through there and be like, okay, they're still here. And then I'll go back the next Monday and be like, okay, they're still here, and then they start on my radar, and I've thought about taking pictures every Monday just so I can document it, but, ultimately, my position on it was, to Angie and Mr. Cooley, was we get a lot of people that come through, and I think it brings business into town.
Sure.
Bicyclists, I know a lot of bicyclists, the minimalists that come through, they camp down there.
We get phone calls weekly about their prices and if they're primitive or full hookups or.
Right, and, so I don't know, I think it's a trade-off there, I don't know which is best. At this point, the sheriff's office is okay with enforcing, and the new resolution or whatever it's gonna be.
Ordinance.
Yeah, once it's through public comment and done, we are okay with enforcing it. There'll be times that somebody will probably cheat us for a few days while we were like, miss it or something,
Yeah.
and then they'll be like, okay, you guys have been here long enough. And usually I can tell by the campsite, but they've been there too long, the grass is beat down.
Right.
I'm completely open to the idea, but that would be on Angie then to monitor all those camp spots and.
You gotta establish a camp spot too, you know.
Right. And I think on the new hookup side, it'll be pretty easy. You
Right.
lock 'em
Yeah.
up, you do a fee, you come unlock it for them, and they pay their fee.
100%.
Um,
That side, absolutely, we were all in
Right.
agreement, but we need to get that ironed out for what it's the cost gonna be for those campsites.
Yeah, we do.
I think somebody threw out $25 a night or something like that.
Yeah, I think it depends, if you're
That's a
hooked
good
up,
place to start.
If you got hookups,
yeah.
25
If you're doing
possibly.
hookups, that's fine. If you're dealing with primitive,
Yeah.
you know what? Really, I mean,
Well, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. When you're looking, so in Anaconda, one of the big things we had, nobody ever used any of the campsites. And then it became a big deal to hike the Continental Divide Trail. Okay, and that Continental Divide Trail went right through Anaconda. Well, we wanted to encourage those folks to come through. So for folks hiking the Continental Divide Trail, we actually put up a shed so they could put their stuff in it and store it overnight, and we charged them it's like $1 or $5. I mean, it was really cheap. But we wanted to become part of that route because, I mean, we had another 50 people coming through town every day, stopping, buying groceries, hitting the camping store,
Okay.
going to restaurants. You know, we wanted to make it as cheap as possible,
Okay,
for that reason. Now, if
Like
you
the
guys,
Appalachian Trail, yeah.
right, now, I mean, you guys, and I can see where that would be the case, because coming down 12 to bike cross country, you know, I mean, it's way better than going down I-90, which would be kind of sporty, right? You know, if that's something you kind of want to encourage, so that, and word gets around with these guys, you know, where's the next best place to camp? Well, you're gonna wanna stop in Roundup. You know, they got good, easy camping, they got services right next to it there.
And you can drink the water now.
Yeah, you can drink the water now, got a place to get something to eat.
So, what if we did a deal where it was like every 3 days you pay a fee, but if you stay for less than 3 days, it's free?
It's hard to regulate.
That would keep, because you don't want the people that go down there and live there. Like I said, I don't know anything about them. Maybe they're fine people, but it's not a good look for the campgrounds.
I've never seen anything about a 3-day thing, cause you know, we camp a lot. You know, we camp out of our car and in our camper, and it's usually like $15 to $12, and then for
A night.
senior, a night. Then for seniors, they get a discount, for veterans, they get a discount, you know. whatever.
I like the idea of it being free. The main thing I think for the camp bells that I like, if there was a charge, is keeping some of the, hey, you're not gonna go live down there out of it.
Yeah.
So if you did a 3-day thing, most of those people that are coming through are there for a night, maybe 2 nights. But if you have it on the 3rd day, hey, we're gonna go down there and we're gonna charge you $20.
A night.
Yeah, move
A
along
night.
now.
After the third night, but again, that's becomes a monitoring nightmare. But again, that wouldn't
Right.
be on me.
But I mean, and there's already a camera system down there, isn't there?
Not on the cowbell side. We had a fake camera up there for a while, and somebody broke it with a rock.
So what if we put a camera, I mean, I don't know, if it's not cost prohibitive, if we put a camera up there, that way Andrew comes in, hops on her laptop, goes through, fast forwards through the 3 days, says, okay, this person's been here 3 days, I can go down there, this person's been here 4 days. Cause that would be, on one hand, it's still free for the people passing through and they're still giving good business, on the other hand, it might keep the riffraff out from just living down there.
And that's
well, the only way you're gonna keep the riffraff out is if you do have something in place that you can enforce kicking them out.
Or charging them though, because,
Well, that's the deterrent, is if
Right,
they
right.
don't pay, they,
Don't you guys have trouble getting the money out of that thing then?
No,
well, we
not that
actually
one.
fixed that one, why don't you talk to the
We're
band?
getting better.
Getting better?
You have to have small hands.
Carney, small hand and very, you gotta have double digits on it.
Double jointed and double digits, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I feel that Angie can come up with, don't you, in the fair board, and you,
Yeah,
whatever,
it's
if you want to, can come up with,
A plan,
a plan,
A recommendation.
yep, and,
and then we'll
then
just,
we're gonna have to get signage.
okay. But now it comes back to, and this would change the resolution. If they're paying to be there, they could stay there forever.
No, even in the national forest,
You
it's
can limit it.
16
You can have
days.
it.
No, you can put a rule down, which is,
Two
yeah,
weeks, no
you
more
know,
than 2
first
weeks.
first 2 days are free. After 2 days, it costs you $20 a day. You're not allowed to camp on county property any more than 14 days at any given time period in 2 months or 30 days. or
30
something.
days.
I kinda like something like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
All right.
You know, that encourages people to show up, spend
So-
some money.
So once we do the ordinance, then I think we should do, once they get it figured out,
A sign.
well, a sign, but then we can do a resolution.
Well, and that's how that
Yes.
ordinance was designed, was for you guys to designate, here's camping spots and here's the rules by resolution. Okay, and then the ordinance said, and here's the general rule for camping, but we can designate where these areas are, where you're allowed to camp and what the rules are by resolution. it was meant so that you didn't have to amend the ordinance every time you had a new place you wanted to be camping, or you wanted to shut a place down for camping. That you could just do it by resolution, make it fast and dirty.
I think that would be
It's
good.
gonna come right upon us, you know.
And also designated camping spots, number them. I mean,
Yeah.
come up with, and, because now they just go down there willy-nilly.
And park wherever they
Yeah.
wanna park.
There's I think I know the family. It's
You
just
do.
not very far, and they're living in a tent.
Yep.
And they were gone, I think they were down in Muscle Shell for
They
2
were.
weeks, and then they,
I don't know where they went from there because I went through, cause I'd heard that they were there and I was down there and I went and they weren't there.
yeah,
So I don't know where they went from there.
they called me about them, and I went to find them, and they were gone.
Yeah. So,
This is not a good part of the country to be homeless in the wintertime.
no, I spoke to the patriarch of the family and I told him that and he knows.
Yeah.
He knows that it's not, but I told him, I said, winter's showing up Sunday. And I think the high on Sunday is supposed to be 46 or something.
Yeah.
Rain and,
Is it?
yeah, so it's gonna be sporty. So,
You know, you'd think that they could at least, help somebody cut some or pack wood or some damn thing.
and the reality of it is though, and this is where we're at in Muscle Shell County, there's nothing to rent and there's nothing to buy. There's nothing. So,
Yeah.
pretty interesting situation. Those duplexes up there, they filled up instantly.
Yeah, waiting before they were done.
Instantly.
That's why,
And I've heard they're $1,600 a month.
Yeah, it's for Brendan's stuff. Yeah. He filled them. He said they had 4 places they listed for rent. They filled it 2 weeks. Totally. I mean, contract's done.
$1,600. That's a mortgage
Yeah,
payment.
I think 2 of them are 16, 2 of them are 18.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm.
It's not that, yeah.
It's must. I tell you what, there it is. Let's go get a loan, start building rentals. Be a slumlord.
Yeah, it's such a headache to deal with. Though.
I know.
Yeah. I've thought about it, but
Being a landlord, yeah. Well, my daughter rents, they got 9 houses in Bozeman, they rent for $3,000 a month.
Or more.
Or more, and they don't have any problem getting
You
people.
know. Of course, there's.
She vets them very carefully.
Yeah.
Even some of them are professors and graduate students and stuff like
Of course, there's 16 college kids stacked in
that. Yeah, or 16 college.
yeah, stacked in a 2-bedroom.
it gets cheaper that way.
It is cheaper that way. They hot rack.
Mm.
So, all right. Well, let's keep toying with that idea and
Yeah.
mull it around and come up with something.
Yeah, I'll mention Angie's at the office, so I'll talk to her about what we talked about.
Well,
If you need a combine.
yeah.
and talk to the fair board too. When's their next meeting? They just had one, didn't
It's
they?
like the end of the month,
Yeah.
24th or something.
Okay, talk to them about cameras, see if they have it in their budget.
They don't.
Cameras,
For the
the fair board, for the campground.
So,